Hello everybody, this is Greatman here. We're on a mission to Akute. Akute is the Ogun State or Lagos State? Ogun State, yeah, from Lagos. We have a widow that reached out to us for like 4 months now. We've been trying to see what we can do for her. She lost her husband, who was a pastor, and she's got a daughter, and they are pretty much displaced. And we have some cash, a startup cash to help her with, and today we're taking it to their site. And this place is quite rough. So we will feed you back on how things go, and we're trying to find our way and see if we could really find the address on time. It's a pretty much of a very local environment here with so many bumps in the road. I don't know if you can see it. So we'll just be right back. Just stay with us on this journey. Hello sir, we are going to Martin's bus stop. Okay. Only, I think, said the next one. Hello, brother. We are going to Martin's bus stop. Hello, sir. Martin's bus stop. Yeah. All right, thank you. So we'll take it back now. I need that one. Please, bros. Oladejo. Please, can you lead us to Oladejo? Yeah. 100 naira now. Number 50. Huh? Oh yeah, let's go. Number 54. Hello? Ibo lo tún gbà. Come. Yeah, discarded. We are going to Oladejo. Just straight down. Yeah. You feel lead us go there. All right. Wow, it's been pretty difficult navigating through this place. The road is purely bad, really bad. And aside that, it's not well numbered, but we'll find a way. We'll get across. That's a good school. Why are they not grading this? Sorry, ma. We are going to Oladejo.
Good morning. Oladejo Street. Oladejo.
Thank you. Okay. Please, do you have cold stuff?
Cold minerals.
Cold drinks. Pepsi. Hello. Please just stay at the. We are on our way now. Just stay and come closer, please. All right. Finally, we got in contact with the woman, and we should see her anytime from now. Yeah. It's been a long journey. What's the time now? It's around 12. After 12 now, I left home since 5 a.m. in the morning. But it's pretty adventurous. Just stay with us. Alright, that's the woman. She's waiting for us. We're trying to see how we can park and turn so before we meet her now. These and all that, you know. Kept wondering. Oh, okay.
This is snake.
Oh, let me see. What class is she?
She's the next.
How old is she?
She's 16.
So, we run this organization like everybody will say by the grace of God. By the grace of God and with the support of people, you know, home and abroad. And sometimes they reach out as they are led in the spirit. Although some of them are Muslims, some are Christians, some are free thinkers and idol worshippers. But the thing that brings us together is humanity. We just believe in love. Because we believe that when we were born, nobody had a religion. Yeah. You didn't know Jesus, you didn't know Muhammad when you were born. It's because your parent told you this is the way to go. That's how we started all these things. So what we are trying to do is to campaign to them that come. Let's go back to when we were born, when we have fight within ourselves and within minutes we settle it, we become friends, where the color of your skin doesn't have to determine how much love I show to you and what you decided to worship. And most people say that's a very good way to at least change Nigeria to start with. And then, like I told you on phone, you know, not that we don't believe in giving to God, but we believe that the only way we can give to God is to give to the image of God. Because God doesn't spend money, it's we that spend money. And you know, even the Bible said, let your work be so visible before men that when they see it, they will praise your Father in them. So that's why we said, okay, either we are Christians or we are Muslims, we are not going to be paying tithe. That tithe will be giving it to those who are in need. Instead of giving it to pastors to buy private jets, to buy Rolls Royce. And then you say they are giving it to God. What currency is God spending for God's sake? Release this money for people who are in need. So our children are going to schools that they are learning nothing, next to nothing. Some of them cannot even go to school. But your children are in Canada. We even took our offering. We built private hospitals, private universities. We cannot send our children to the schools. Okay, the white people that brought Christianity or Islam, if they had not opened school for you to go to free, how would you get to where you're going to? So can the people come together? Let's create the kind of heaven we want to go to. Let's not wait till we die before we get to heaven. Can we enjoy small here on earth? Bring your own little token, let me bring my own little token. Let's create a kind of heaven on earth. And you know, when Jesus was talking to the people of Israel, he was saying that the kingdom of God is here. So create it here. If you have thought about kingdom of God as a place where there is no weeping, there is no sorrow, there is no gnashing of the teeth, before you get there, create it to people. Do more of doing than talking. When they experience what you have done, they will surely come and ask you that, who are you, sorry? So we said, okay, let's be practical in all of these things instead of doing ourselves. So that's all. So this year, one of us said, okay, I have testimony to share. God has been good to me, even though I've not been going to church for a long time. And I want to do Thanksgiving. So take this money, give it to anybody. This is my own Thanksgiving offering for the year. So that's when I now called Mr. Wali that woman, can we give her this money? It's small, but we can still reach out to her. Because somebody wants to do Thanksgiving to God. I'm somewhere better. Let me reach out to those who are still trying to. So that's why we decided to say, okay, let's come on to go to your place. The reason why I'm giving you the lowdown of the story is for you to understand the reason why we are doing what we're doing. Because sometimes we might also need your own help. And if we tell you that, okay, this is what we want you to do for us, you'll be able to key into the vision and also be able to help us with it. It might not be monetary-wise. We're trying to do a lot of things like opening fostering home for children who are living under the bridge, who are scattered abroad, instead of us to leave it in the hand of those politicians that give them 500 and they're gone to kill us all. So we might need services of people who can help us cater for them, be a mother to them and all that. So there's a lot of possibility in that. That is why we are here. Thank you very much. So, I don't know, if you have cold water, let's just do peace offering. Give us water to drink. No, give us cold water.
We don't have cold water.
Have you?
We don't have light. They just brought it.
Okay, pure water is okay. We bought Pepsi before coming. So me, I just want water.
Auntie.
No, I'm okay, thank you.
She's taking some shot. So we're sorry, we might not be staying too long. But I just have to withdraw the money from ATM there. So for transparency's sake, that's why I'm going to count it here. So that those who sent us will know we completed the money, we didn't take out of it. So it's 50,000 naira for Mama Neka, and we are delivering it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 15. Oh, this is 25. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, another 25. So this is 500 naira denomination. That's why we are having 100 pieces. All correct and complete. We hope you can do at least a little bit of stuff with that, in order to add to your shop. And we'll try and talk to people about NECA also, if we can get her some form of maybe scholarship or help push or something. Let's just keep in touch and see whatever God can do. But we will also enjoin you to not stop praying for us, so that as many people can also key into the vision and be able to reach out to our brothers and sisters all over the world. And like I said to you, we know the pay title. It will now be very unfair if you take 5,000 from this and go and give it to one pastor. Use everything. God will not be angry. When you have more than enough, you can spare. And our advice, instead of you taking money to church, give it to people who are in it. It is when they say, thank God for my mind account. So God will not be looking for where the praise is coming from. Trace it back to you and bless you back in return. But if you give to those who already have, what blessing do you have? No. You give to those who don't have. That's how God be like, okay. When Jesus was saying that if you love those who love you, what is your gain? No, you don't do that. You love those who hate you, so that you can be tested that you know what love means. So giving to people through eye service and saying, let me fulfill all righteousness, make a give pastor. Pastor already has. And sometimes you sleep hungry. And pastor is sleeping with so much excess in his own destiny, he doesn't care. And most times, the only time they smile at you is when they need to raise one project office. Some of them don't even know your name. So,
That's true.
well, yes.
That's true. That's true. That's the question sometimes I ask, but I've not found the answer. Because sometimes the pastors have deviated to do what God said them to do. In the sense that the people are hungry, they have a need in the church, but some of them, I don't know, I don't just want to vote much. People are there, they are hungry, and you are there doing other things.
So they'll prefer to build gigantic
buildings.
Like the person who drove me down here, use a car, use a fuel, but I said, that's our own contribution. I had to wake up so early all the way from Ajah and come, and I'm still going back now. You get? Just because I want to see. You know, when you check the book of Matthew chapter 25, you see where Jesus is talking, saying that when the kingdom comes and everybody is due for their gain, this is how they are going to be judged. They are going to come to me and say, we are together now, we spoke about you and all that, and say, I don't know you, and they'll be like, don't you know? I said, no. The people I know are the people who give water to the thirsty, who clothed the naked, who fed the hungry, who visited people in prison, and who preached the year of liberty. What is the year of liberty? The year of liberty is not going to church and getting slain by the Holy Spirit and you go, I don't get deliverance. No, deliverance is when you tell people the truth. When they know the truth, they are able to apply their life to what is good. It's like all of us are putting our back down right now, and all these rich men are putting their food on us. Do you know if one of us decided to stand up, the food will shake? And because one is standing up, the other will stand up. Before you know, they have no table to eat anymore. All of us will become the same. Waiting you the shop, we won't shop too. But you know, there was a thing in the Bible I read. It said, don't cast away your confidence. It comes with great reward. The first thing I believe the church take away from people is their confidence. Because when you are in church, the pastor preach over you. You cannot stand up and say, sir, I don't believe in what you said. Can you repeat that? Or I have a question. You can ask questions. And even the main Bible study that you go to, you rarely see pastor there. They will appoint one deacon to come and attend to you. And the deacon does not even know what he's saying. It's manual that he's reading. And a deacon that tries to read a manual or try to explain from his own idea, they will sanction the deacon and say, no, now wait till Papa say me read. So it's a kind of programming. The heaven we say we are taking people to, we are not even ready to go there. You say Jesus is coming soon, the rapture will come, the end of the world will come. You know, grief die now. You are telling me there is comfort in heaven, but you are still alive. You are getting all the money. You are expanding real estate. So much vast land that you are buying. When we were growing up, church or mosque or even police station used to be a place where people lodge over the night. But now you will see security, higher security in all these places. Maybe they say it's our father's house. Why are they locking our father's house against the children now? And these churches will build with our own money. So we should have a right. As a matter of fact, the way the law of the land stated it, every single penny that goes into the church pocket or any non-government organization, they must publish statement of account on what they use it for. How many of us go to ask the pastor, can I sit him? They will turn you to devil now. They will say you are an antichrist. We are not trained up to ask questions. And it starts with family value. You get? You have a little child now, you can experiment. Have a little child now, beat the child. Let him be crying. And then tell your brother to call me from outside. But as he's coming in, give the child a biscuit. Ask him, who beat you? Now that brother will just come to say, now this corruption. That's how they grow up. And they become so. And if a child is trying to ask, Mommy, why are you doing this? Then you don't question your elders. We have very foolish elders in the world today. They are messing our lives up. If we don't query them, how will we get our right? Especially in Nigeria and Africa. And we have so many people who are called by their belly, not by any God. So you can see by their fruit. It's all about the money. When they went to Jesus and said, we want to chill with you, Jesus Christ said, the Son of Man does not have a place to stay. Even the foxes that you think is not important, they have their holes. The birds, they have their net. But anywhere I go, some of them follow, some of them do not follow. But these pastors, they just want to have their own foxes, net, a hole, and they even want to have the whole world to themselves. And you know, this is what I have to tell people. These religious people, they work in line with the government. So the government will create a chaos in the society. They will tell you to go to church to go and pray to God. But they are the one that created the chaos now. They can easily take it away. Why are you sending us to God that did nothing to us? So as long as we have government that we are voting bad people in power, they can create Boko Haram. What does it take to kill Boko Haram? Is it not gun for gun? We go to Sambisa where we clear everybody. Why are we going to camp to go and pray against Boko Haram that people like us created? And the pastors keep deceiving us because they know when we come for service and prayer, we will drop offering. That's where they get their own money. And as a matter of fact, they know who created Boko Haram. They work together. So when there is peace in the land, the religious doesn't prosper. That's why people only go to churches and all that abroad, because they have peace. You want light to come, you are praying to God for NEPA to bring light. Is that not stupidity? What has God had to do with light? It's you and I that will create light. It's people like us who have the fear of God get to a place of power, we change things. The money is there. The highest is that we can tell the citizen to borrow us money. We will pay them back with small interest. We create a very good power resources and all that. Everything is okay. Why are we praying to God for what He has given us brain to work? But the pastors will not tell us this. Because in coming to church with our foolishness, that's their own game. So you have malaria now, man. Instead of you to go to the hospital, you'll be praying that Jesus come and heal you. What is the business of Jesus with malaria? Why don't you go and take anti-malaria and be well? You are wasting time. You have cancer, you have typhoid, you are using oil, Goya oil, you are using mantle. People are dying. The pastor will say they can never be sick. Ask them whenever they finish teaching. At the back of the stage, there are teams of doctors checking their BP, saying this is what you will eat. They are eating good food. That's the secret of their can never be, not Jesus. When they are sick, they go abroad. When these people are sick, they don't even stay here. The hospital they built here, they don't even stay. They go abroad, like they are going to your shop. But you, that they are collecting the money to go abroad from, they tell you to looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of your faith. If you are sick, go to the hospital. Stop deceiving yourself. You are dying. Malaria is killing people in Nigeria. Hunger is killing people in Nigeria. Hunger. People are suffering from ulcer not because they inherited it, but there is no food. You drink garri, your eyes start to look like person wey don go. No, people are looking like sick people. When you travel from here to Ghana tomorrow, people that don't know you in Nigeria, they will begin to say to their family. Atmosphere. There's freedom. There is comfort. You will change. Before you know, you start robusting. People will look at me and say, you can never be fat. It's your stature. It's not my stature. I don't have enough money. If I'm eating good food, I will put on weight. Don't deceive me. Who don't like that thing? You get, boy? So that's why you see a small guy today say God called him into ministry. Looking like something else. Looking like evil spirit. The moment you start getting tithe and offering, you'll be robust. Elderly people now be calling our daddy in the Lord. Who the hell is a daddy in the Lord? When Jesus said in the book of Matthew chapter 23 verse 9 says, don't ever call anyone on earth your spiritual father. He said, only God in heaven is your spiritual father. So why are we doing exactly opposite of what Jesus Christ said? Why are the pastors not calling us these things, telling us these things? Because Ineka, they want Ineka to grow up fearing them more than she fears you. So when Ineka begin to get money, they will say your first food belongs to me. In Africa, our first money when we get the job belongs to our parents. They will share it within the family, give us the one that can sustain us for that month. The rest part, we share it, we use it. We don't give our parents first food, we just give them money to do our thing. So our Father in the Lord take all our first salary in the month, in the year, every year. Is God that broke? Is he that broke? So tell me how corruption will finish in the land if you give the whole of that. January is the most money-consuming month in the year. Yes. Children will resume school, and they are saying you should give all the money to them. If I put you in charge of my account, and I know you are a devoted Christian, who pay first food? I know you are a criminal too. Because if you give all your first salary of the year to one pastor, how do I expect you to sustain yourself? There's no way you will not add 110. And if you don't add 110, there's no way you'll be balanced for the rest of the year. Because you're either living on loan or borrowing something. So tell me how, when Jesus was alive, did he take first fruit from anybody? No. Did he collect tithe from anybody? No. Did he collect offering from anybody? No. As people are voluntarily, they give. And he wasn't begging. So he was ready to even fish. He was ready to even do his carpentry work. That's why when he chose his disciples, he chose people who have profession. When worst come to worst, what did he tell Peter? Go and fish. There will be money in fish. So people felt, okay, when Peter opened the mouth of the fish, money came out. No, Peter caught fish, they sold it, converted to money, they pay tax. They didn't pay tithe. Don't let anybody tell you that one miracle is coming from somewhere. Imagine you have been praying, and there is nobody like Mr. Wale Sanda between you and I. He will pray forever.
Yeah.
Imagine that when you knew Mr. Wale Sanda, you were bad to him. When he had the opportunity, will he remember you?
No.
So your destiny is where? In your hand. It has nothing to do with God. Whatever you sow, that's it.